No.
I am super tired. I
What?
literally didn't go to bed till like 4 in the morning last
Hello?
night. Hello?
Hello?
You can hear me, right?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you.
Well, then we're Freckles in the Fro.
We are Freckles on the Fro.
I'm the Fro.
And I'm the Freckles. Did I do anything this weekend? I went to a housewarming, so I have nothing interesting to talk about.
Oh, I went to work. So, also nothing.
Sick.
In other news, last time, we had spoken about doing another first last random.
Did you do it?
So
Yes.
I've watched seasons 1 and 2 instead of what you asked me to watch.
Why would you do that? That's not
okay.
the point.
So I
No
like
excuse.
the show. I like it.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's kind of the point of like first, last, and middle is like for us to like check out shows and see if we like them. And
yeah,
all right, cool.
So I put on season 1 episode 1 to see what I vaguely know what the show is about. For anybody that doesn't know, we're talking about Supernatural.
Yeah,
that was the conversation from last
week.
Yeah. So, Supernatural, Sam and Dean, the J Squad,
the Winchester boys.
Yeah.
Hunting. That's not the quote, but it's like hunting shit and fucking things or something like that.
What? I don't. That's not right. That's not right. But so anyway. So yeah. So first last random. You asked me to watch the first, the 13th, and then the last episode of seasons 1, 11, and 15.
Yes.
Well, didn't do that.
Of course.
I have watched all of season 1, and I have about 7
14
minutes left of season 2. I'm in season 2, episode 22.
Oh wow, you're almost
so
finished with
very
season 2.
Very close to the end of it.
Well, thank you for this episode of the first, last, and middle. Well then, I guess this is just this could be Supernatural cast.
Yeah,
so
we're just gonna talk about like season 1 and season 2. It's good.
Oh my goodness, season 1 and season 2. I vaguely remember it because I've been watching the show for so long that the last time I watched season 1 and 2 had to be in college. And that's like almost 4 years ago.
In fairness, the show ran for
15
years.
15 years.
So, been a while.
So that's funny that we ended up talking about Supernatural after like we did like a whole convention episode, and at Comic-Con they had a panel basically like paying homage to the seasons and like going through the seasons and its great moments and all that. And that show is just really good altogether. Like, oh man, I can't wait for you to get to the last episode of the last season so I could talk about it with you, because it's just in a good and bad way. But
so, rate that I'm going, I should be there within like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Like I've literally done I did all of season 1 in like 1 day.
What? No fucking way. No fucking. This isn't it like 22 episodes?
Yeah, they're only 45-minute episodes. It's
only
fine.
45. Only 45.
Listen, you know the way I watch shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it on and then I just don't move.
That's also true.
For hours.
But sometimes you also like put it on, can sometimes put it on as background noise. But for this one, did you actually like sit and watch the episodes? Or
So I did the way I usually watch shows first for episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of episode 1, my phone was away. There was nothing else going on. I was actually watching the show.
Nice. Okay, good. Because
and then pretty much for the rest of it, I've just been like, all right, I got to get back to watching.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah. So, but like it's like the show, like it's up my alley. Like it's good music. It's vaguely good acting. What we'll get into that in a little while. And yeah, it's all, spooky, scary, cryptid creature things.
Oh yeah, it's like it reminds me of a more action packed. X-Files was pretty action packed, but like more grungy, flannel wearing, like punk, like grunge rock type than X-Files. X-Files was more like chic, spooky.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I really like about. I love like we always talk about, we like crypts and little stories and like spookies like that, and that's what I liked about it. And some of them are actually based off of like true like anthologies of like horror. So it's really interesting too. Like I really like that.
Yeah. So I took note of a handful of episodes that I want to bring to discussion here.
Ooh.
So it's early on in season 1. I didn't exactly write down the number. But I think it's within like the first 5 episodes or so. They go deal with a Wendigo.
Yes.
Okay. So for anybody that doesn't know, Wendigo is Native American culture. Pretty much, it's when you become a cannibal and humans start eating other human meat, you essentially turn into this creature. It's called a Wendigo. It's like, here's a picture of it. I don't know. Do something with that.
I will.
But so now I don't know if I like just blanked out or anything, but they didn't deal with it.
No.
Okay, so that wasn't me.
No, there's a few episodes where they do that, and they just never return to it.
Okay, cool.
A lot of episodes. That's what I
thought. Like I feel like early on in season 1, like that's what it was. It was like, well, we're here. We've saved a person. Let's go home. We're not going to take care of the creature.
Yeah, it's just like the matter of the fact is, we came here, we found out what it was, we tried to stop it, but we're gonna have to circle back. But so I don't want to say, because what I love about this show, like very passionately, is they come back to it though. I want you to know that they come back to it. No,
Do
it's
they?
not. Yes. So the Wendigo, that was like one of like 3 parts.
Oh God.
Yes. So a lot of like stories.
I mean, I guess there are 15 seasons. Like they have to.
Yeah. So though they didn't return to like, oh man, we never actually got the Wendigo. Don't worry, they will get the Wendigo. I promise you.
Okay.
They will. But that's like the fun part where you're just like, oh, I guess this monster's just still out there. And then you're watching like 2-3 seasons deep and you're just like, oh shit, it's you. Oh shit, it's you. Oh shit, that thing is still out there, isn't it? Like you completely forget. That's what I love about the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that one with the Wendigo. I'm not gonna lie, I like the first couple of seasons, like the first 2.5, 3 seasons, but season 4 is my favorite. Like season 4 is absolutely my favorite. And I won't tell you why, but you'll see when it happens. Like season 4, 5, and 6 are like my favorite seasons. Like it gets really, really good.
Well, I'll be there probably within a week.
Intro.
So one of the other things about Supernatural, I think it's season 2. It's episode, I could tell you because I just watched it last night. Episode 16. It's called Roadkill. So the main plot is like, there's, as with all of their episodes, there's a spooky ghost, and they gotta fucking solve the issue.
Yep.
So, but it turns out the ghosts that they were helping, they were actually 2 ghosts.
Yeah.
So it was like the ghost of this lady who ran over a farmer, and for the last like 15 years she's been the farmer comes back and kills her or something. It was real silly, but not silly. It was kind of out of left field, I guess, but it brought up this topic of what happens to the demons and creatures that they put to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I've heard the term in the supernatural community of super hell.
No way, super hell is a thing.
It is. Are you sure?
I'm Googling it.
I've heard the term super hell.
I'm looking up. Well, there's super hell, and super hell is definitely brought up in Supernatural.
Yeah.
But real super hell, I've only seen in memes. I don't know if super hell is a real thing.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm just like, well, because I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, these people are already dead, and they're ghosts or poltergeists or whatever creature of the night they want to be called.
Mm-hmm.
Where did they go when they get exorcised?
So,
like, did they go to hell or do they go to super hell?
So, I don't want to go too deep into it because eventually, there's 15 seasons. It will go more.
Listen,
it will go more in depth. So, super hell in Supernatural, or AKA Turbo Super Hell, is Turbo Super Hell is more of a nickname for the fandom, not really for the show.
Okay.
In the show, Super Hell is a nickname for the empty.
Empty. I don't think that's come up yet.
No, that's why I was like, don't worry about it. If you ever hear someone talk about Super Hell, or if Super Hell gets brought up, it's for that. And when you hear it, you're going to be like, oh, that's what Marcy was talking about. So,
okay. Cool.
The empty is basically where cosmic entities like ghosts, angels, demons, just as an example, go when they die.
Oh, so I was right.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's like a
hella rad. I'm smart.
Yeah, so you kind of got it. So it's like that's what's gonna go more into depth. It's not
smarty.
Good. It sucks ass.
Cool.
The empty sucks dick.
Yeah. So
it's not a good place.
Another thing I wanted to bring up is the acting on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Not great. I don't.
Are you really there for the acting?
I mean, listen. If I gotta sit through 15 seasons with 22 episodes a season, I want at least all right acting.
I don't think the boys acting are bad. I think it's it fits their character.
It's not the boys. It's not the boys.
Oh, it's not the boys?
It's everybody else around them.
Oh, but yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, they did not have the best lineup for people in this show. Like, I think...
don't get me wrong, there's been some, like, big names and stuff popping up. And, like, I'm only in season 2, and, like, I've seen, like, there's been a handful of, like, I want to say B-list celebrities.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, if you can't remember them, they're not that memorable.
No, well, no. Listen, I'm terrible with names to begin with.
True,
but,
me as well.
I know the actors, I know where I've seen them from.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know their actual name. Like, there's the dude from Office Space. I believe that was the movie. Okay, so you'll know him from a meme where it's like, if you can get that on my desk by 9 a.m., that'd be great.
Oh yeah, he's definitely been in that. Okay,
yeah, I know what you're talking about was now. Early on in season 2. They were on like a film set or something, a haunted film set.
That'd be great.
I'm pretty sure that's Office Space that I'm thinking of.
I think it is Office Space. Yeah. And yes, it was Office Space.
Yeah, Gary Cole.
Mm-hmm. Their acting is absolutely superb, especially like these B or even B+ actors that come to the show.
Yeah.
There are a few, like, it's the main cast. Honestly, the main cast is the only ones that are, like, superb. All the side characters or the one-off characters or people like that, no. They're pretty much there just to fill space.
Yeah, definitely.
They're pretty much there to fill space.
What else did I want to talk about? Oh, can we take a moment? I need you to do this for me in the edit.
Okay.
I need a picture of Jared. Sam.
Okay. Moose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a picture of Sam.
Okay.
And then I need you to put up a picture of Benedict Cumberbatch. Because I don't know why, but my brain is making this connection that Jared Padalecki looks like a young version of Benedict Cumberbatch.
So do you want me to look up a young picture of Sam? And then
I want like season 1 Sam.
So yes, a young Sam. So season 1 of Sam.
Yeah. Season 1 Sam. And then like Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know why, but my brain keeps putting these things together that they look the same, and like if there ever needs to be like a shot of a young Benedict Cumberbatch in a movie, like you could just have Jared play him.
Let's see.
And I would like to see it.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Okay. No. I'm just looking at him in season 1. Okay.
Oh, here, I found the picture. I'm gonna send it to you real quick.
Okay.
Because I found it immediately, and this is. You'll get why I'm saying what I'm saying in a second.
So there is a picture of him that I could kind of see it. Like, there's like a comparison to him to season 1 to season 12.
No, so I just sent you a picture.
Oh, bro.
That one. Tell me that's not like actual brothers.
Bro, they could pass for brothers. That's
what I'm saying.
That's him on Sherlock too. So I'm like, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, figured that was around the same time as this, I think. When was Sherlock? I didn't actually watch Sherlock, so I don't know.
So Supernatural came out in like 2000. I'm gonna say I thought it was 99, but I think it's 2001 or 2002.
Supernatural, like season 1.
Season 1 or 2000. Sorry, 2009. Sorry, I think it was 2009.
Season 1 was 2005.
Okay, close enough.
You said 1 and 9.
It was in the middle, so it was right in that sweet middle. Sherlock came out in like 2010, 2012.
Yeah. 10.
All right, 2010, 2000, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, that's really weird that they look so alike.
Yeah, right?
So I just realized, it's spooky season, and I was watching House of Wax, and I just realized he's in that.
Jared?
Jared's in House of Wax.
Really?
Yeah, go look up the cast.
I need to go back and watch House of Wax again.
I'm literally sitting there watching House of Wax, and I'm like, man, this big dude is fucking huge. And I'm like, because this like this little girl is next to him.
Yeah.
So this little girl is like standing next to him. I'm like, yo, this dude is tall. And then I'm like, there's only one person I've ever seen that tall on screen. And that's Sam. And I look at the actor's face. I'm like, yo, that's fucking Sam. That's Jared. That's Jared, whatever his name is. And I was like, I didn't know he was in this. I think he was in House of Wax before Supernatural. I was like, I'm not. What year did
House of Wax was actually? It was released the same year. 2005.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
But what? Damn. So what came first, the Wax or the boys? I'm gonna say the Wax came before.
I could tell you in a second. He was also in Cry Wolf. Oh, that's a really good horror movie too.
It looks like he's been like, I don't think he's been typecasted, but he was in recently, since the Supernatural ended. He actually was in the Walker Texas Ranger.
Walker Texas Ranger, yeah.
And did that get canceled? I think that got canceled.
I don't think so.
Now I'm trying to find a good picture of Wendigo.
It premiered. It premiered back in January.
Oh, okay, so it came back for a season 2.
Yeah, it's getting a season 2.
Oh, okay,
actually,
sick.
And it's getting a season 3.
Oh, nice. Good for him. I haven't watched it, but Mom says it's really good.
I think.
Yeah. I gotta find a picture of Wendigo.
Here's another fun fact about Jared Padalecki. He was also in New York Minute.
No way, really?
Which is a Mary-Kate and Ashley movie.
Yes, it is. I've seen that movie. I have it on VHS. It's great.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's apparently in it.
First of all, hold on a minute.
What's up?
I have to find this. There's a Supernatural animation?
Yes. That I knew about.
I knew about it, but I didn't know it was real.
That doesn't make any sense.
So I knew it was, like, I saw, like, fanfic pictures of it, but I never actually knew it was real. Like, I didn't know it was an actual thing. I thought it was, like, people just, making something as a fan, but it's an actual anime, and it's on Crunchyroll.
Yes.
So I'm watching that tonight.
Okay.
Because I need to know. If it's anime, it's not like it's like, that's wild. That is absolutely wild. And they actually voice themselves. That's phenomenal. Oh no, I'm lying. Dean is not the same guy.
Not?
No, only Jared is playing himself. Dean is played by Andrew Farrer.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either. I don't know why he didn't come in for the animation. That's whack. He
may have been working on another project.
That's true. What was I trying? I was trying to look up what Dean was in. So what he's doing now after Supernatural is he is going to be in The Boys, the new season of The Boys.
This is Dean, correct?
Yeah,
Jensen?
yeah. This is what's his his actor's name?
Jensen Ackles.
Yeah, Jensen Ackles. He's gonna be in The Boys, and I don't know who he's playing.
I've been trying to figure out who he looks like to me, and I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I don't know who he.
Like,
well,
I think I was in my mind. He kind of reminded me of the kid from Spy Kids, not Junie. The bad kid,
the bad boy.
Yeah, Gary Giggles.
Gary Giggles. Gary Giggles. Yeah.
Yeah. He looked like
an older Gary Giggles.
100%. Yeah, definitely not the same actor because I thought it was, but I don't know why in my mind, like, Gary Giggles looks like Jensen Ackles, even though it's a completely different person.
Oh man, I haven't seen Devour in so long, and I just realized that he's in that too. He did. You know what I've noticed? I'm looking at his, like, all of his series. He's done a few, like, superhero movies. He's done Under the Red Hood. He's done The Long Halloween.
He's been Batman.
Yeah, he's been Batman. But he's got that good.
Like, it was voice acting, but he was Batman.
That's a good Batman though. He's got a Batman voice.
It's just really funny to think of, like, especially because, like, the most recent version of his voice in my head is Southern. It's very funny to think of Batman as a good old Southern boy.
Yeah, like, I feel like he definitely would. I feel like if there should be an alternate universe where Superman.
There's gotta be.
He's like a Southern. Yes, he's like
a cowboy.
Southern. Or like he like grew up in like Alabama. But yeah, he was in Smallville. Didn't know that. And that's crazy because Smallville came out like around the same time. I think it came out like 4 years after Supernatural. 2001.
Smallville was before.
Yeah, it's 2001.
Yeah, like he went right from Smallville straight into like Supernatural.
And he was on Dawson's Creek, which Dawson's Creek came out in 98. I know that for a fact. My sister loves that show.
This dude was singing "Come to My Window."
I gotta look that up now so I can put it in the
No,
video.
he didn't sing it.
Oh.
I wish he did, but that would be hysterical.
Yeah, there's also like, the more and more you get into Supernatural, it's gonna get more into the supernatural, honestly. And I think, and what a lot of people say is that when a show goes on for too long, I'm one of those people who are a big advocate for shows not going past 3 to 4 seasons. Once they go past 3 to 4 seasons, it to me feels more like a cash grab and less of them focusing on the story, because it's just
definitely
too much. The story is no longer a big commodity. It's more of just pumping out episodes.
Yes.
To make money. With Supernatural, I've never felt that. Like, every season felt interesting. Every season felt unique. Every season, I was never bored. I was never bored on any of the seasons. The only season I felt bored and I felt, okay, this feels rushed was the last season.
Which it was, from what I read.
Very rushed, very packed full of, like, not only stuff that not a lot of what the writers wanted, but more of what the fans wanted. And even in that,
hey, we're done, and let's just wrap everything up nicely and give them what they want and call it a day.
But yeah, and I don't like that. Like, as much as a fan, it's really nice to get little Easter eggs of things that we like, but a whole episode dedicated to it. Nah, fam, you could have done that as you could have done that as a filler episode. I would have loved a filler episode of just bullshit that the fans wanted, like Dean and a character you're gonna meet kissing, or Baby, the car turning into a human. Like, I would have loved bullshit like that. But not as a final episode. Not as a final episode.
I think right now, like I said, I've got 15 minutes left of season 2. I don't know how they're gonna drag out this storyline. This whole yellow-eyed demon dude thing, or whatever the hell.
Oh, the yellow-eyed demon? Oh.
Yeah, because he's been our main antagonist since, episode 1. And I just don't see how they can keep dragging that out.
Oh, just you wait.
oh, I know it's going. I know he's the guy.
Just you wait.
But I just the pacing of this show is gonna get real weird. Like, we flat out, like, 90% of season 2 has nothing to do with this guy.
No. But it's more of like a lingering. Like, hey, this dude did something really bad to the Winchesters. He's not going to be in every episode, but don't forget him, because you're going to get surprised if you forget about him, and it happens, because that's what happened to me during it. Because I completely kept forgetting about the yellow-eyed dude, and then all of a sudden he would just pop up in an episode, and I'm like, oh, fuck. We're fucked right now. I was like, I forgot about you.
I think I'm somewhere around that point. But but again, like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, I'm in season 2, and I'm ready for like, what I want to happen is, like, them to defeat him. Maybe not in the rest of this episode, because I know it's season 2 and it's not going to happen. But, like, somewhere around mid-season 3, I'd like to see him defeated and, like, introduce a new, bigger bad. Because, like, that's how you keep a story fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only way to be able to go on for 15 seasons. But by the sound of your voice and by what I've heard, no. It's just this dude for the next 15 seasons.
No. I'm just saying, like, every season's gonna feel like that. You're gonna feel like, man, how are they gonna keep this going? Because the yellow-eyed dude is around for a while. He's around for a while. But like I said, my favorite season is season 3. I'm sorry, season 4. Because season 4 gets more into certain things that I don't want to discuss just yet. Because I don't want to ruin it. But I'm telling you, fair. the more deeper you get into the seasons, you're gonna learn more about different mythology and anthologies that it's to keep the series spicy. To keep the series spicy. So I'm looking forward to you seeing it. And the next baddie, I think, was the best. Like, after the yellow-eyed dude. I think he was way better than the yellow-eyed dude.
Okay. So I got at least another season of the yellow-eyed guy. Which is fine. I mean, we haven't really seen him. I don't really know the extent of his powers.
Yeah, because the first 3 seasons were a little hit and miss for me. But I just like the whole hunting monsters thing, period. That's all I like. That's what kept me
I mean, it's
intrigued, is hunting monsters.
This is literally like, dark side Pokemon stuff. Like, let's go catch the ghost. Like, that's how I'm feeling about this. It's like they've got like this weird ghost dex, and they're just trying to fill it up for their dad.
they basically are. Like, that's really
their dad's the professor, and he's like, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Like, go collect.
The
go
Wendigo
find
eye.
out things. Yeah.
Go
things like that.
The Wendigo eye. But yeah, and it's just I really like the whole sense. Like, I even have a t-shirt. It's like my mom has gotten me so many Supernatural shirts, but I barely wear them. Sorry, Mom, I love you. But there's only one Supernatural shirt that I still wear constantly. It's like fading even, and it's a picture of Bobby, a character you haven't met yet that I'm not gonna say.
Great.
Dean and Sam, and it's like all their faces on it. Baby's at the bottom, and at the back it says, "Family doesn't end at blood," and I fucking love that. Like, I just think that's a really big like plot of this like show, is that
yeah,
like family is huge to like the Winchesters, like really really huge. To them.
Yeah, I mean.
But they're willing to extend their family to these people they don't even, like, know. Like, that they didn't grow up with. Like, it's just really nice. I really like that, because, like...
Yeah. Yeah, they wound up meeting Ellen and Joe, and...
Yeah! I love Ellen and Joe. So, side note real quick. Yeah. Ellen and Joe, and they tried to make a spin-off series called... No. Yes! It was called... What was it called? The Ladies of Wayward or something like that? Hold on, let me find the name of it.
You talk, I'll find it.
Okay, so yeah, there was this so they did a spin-off show about her and her daughters and them hunting monsters. That shit got canceled so quickly. Like, it just didn't do very well. And I kind of like was sad about that, because I think it would have done really, really well. Just the stories had to be a little better, but it was just female Supernatural. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know it would have been really good if the like stories were a little more like passionate, and the Supernatural aspect was a little more unique. But yeah, it was just female Supernatural, and like that was really heartbreaking to see it go.
Apparently, they're working on a prequel called The Winchesters.
Yes. So my mother told me that recently. She sent me like a trailer, and she's like, "Oh, there's no spoilers in it." I have not watched it. Again, I'm sorry, Mom, because I don't trust you. She always be sending me. I'm sorry. I trust her on everything else, but when it comes to trailers, I do not trust her, because she says, "Oh, there's no spoilers in it," and it shows like the biggest spoiler. And she's like, "Oh, I didn't find that a spoiler." I'm like, "Mom, the main character dies by their father. You really don't think that's a spoiler?" She goes, "Nah, I didn't think it was that big." I'm like, "Great, sensational."
I mean, she probably wasn't actually paying attention to it.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly, because she does not pay attention to some shows sometimes. She does not. Like, she what's it called? That's how I was like, she told me she really liked Omni-Man, and I was like, "Mom, what did you just tell me?" She goes, "Oh, Omni-Man is my favorite character in Invincible." I'm like, "You might want to revisit that."
The murdering psychopath from outer space, Omni-Man.
Yeah, I didn't say that to her. I was just like, "You might want to revisit that." And she goes, "I don't understand why." I'm like, "Did you watch the last episode of the season? Like, maybe like the third or second to last episode?" She goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Did you fall asleep?" And she was like, "Yeah." I'm like, let's rewatch that episode again. So I pull up the episode, we rewatch it, and it's the episode where he literally pummels the entire like a team.
Everyone,
and she literally is like mouth agaped, looking at the screen, and I'm just like, "Mom, is this still your favorite character?" And she goes, "Absolutely not." Absolutely not.
Great.
Absolutely not. I was like, "Okay, be careful, please." I was like, "You said this out loud. People could have heard you." People could have heard you.
Don't let them know that you like murderers.
Yeah, don't know. Like, we keep that under wraps.
Yeah.
But that's like, so when it comes to trailers and her, so yes, I knew about the prequel. Again, the show just ended, and I told Mom, I was like, I bet the show is gonna be offline for about 5 years before they come back. And I think the new, like, the reboot that they're gonna do is gonna be based off their children. Because there were so many.
So the prequel thing is saying that it's about before Sam and Dean.
Yeah, before, like, with the father.
Like,
yeah, with the father and the mother, because I don't want to say too much again, but there's a lot going on with the Winchester parents. You're gonna learn a lot about the parents.
I just learned in the end of season 2 that Mom knows the yellow-eyed demon dude. Hasn't said how she knows him yet, but, like, apparently she's like, you, and he's like, you, and it's kind of like the Spider-Man
meme.
But, like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, she knows him. How does she know him? Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, you'll find that out. It's a while before you find that out. So
I'm sure, but, like, I'm already in it for the long haul. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever happens now happens. Like, I don't care.
Nice. Very, very exciting stuff.
I've actually just had the yellow-eyed demon sitting here on my computer staring at me since we started recording because I have the episode paused.
Get him out of here.
Every now and then I just, like, look back over and I'm just like, what are you doing there?
Get out of here. Get out of my house. I was really sad. Like, me and my mom, I think, ended up watching the Supernatural episode, the final episode together, and we just both cried. And it was just, it wasn't more of like, oh, the episode was really sad. It was more of like, man, this is like the last episode. This is it.
It's been 15 years of my life, and
it's gone. It's over.
Yeah.
But I think I cried more for a show that I love. Again, I'm a really big fan of shows that end after 3 seasons. Gravity Falls, Weirdmageddon.
Oh my god.
Weirdmageddon is my the best animated finale I've ever seen.
I'm putting this out there in the world. Anybody listening, feel free to get in contact with Alex Hirsch. I need a crossover between Sam and Dean and Mabel and Dipper.
Oh my god. Now. So
I don't even tell me there's an episode where they show up in Gravity Falls because I'll lose my shit. Is it like season 15?
I cannot. I plead the fifth.
Oh,
I will not say anything else. But keep in mind, I want you to. No, I'm not even gonna say. Nope, nothing. Anyway, moving on.
Give me a season. Give me a season.
Hold on. It's gotta be probably season 15. It's gotta be probably season 15.
It's gotta be, right?
It's either 14 or 15. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, because, like, I would love to see an episode of the two brothers.
I was close.
Meeting up with, like, Grunkle Stan and just, like, Zeus and shit.
I was close. It's not Gravity Falls, but
no, I know there's the Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Okay, then that's what it was. The Scooby-Doo. It's called Scooby Natural.
Yeah, I know about that. I've seen the
pictures
previews and stuff for it and pictures. Like, I didn't watch it because I didn't watch the show.
That's episode 13. I'm sorry, season 13 is Scooby Natural. And because people have been talking about that the fans were talking about that for years. They were just like, man, they got to do a crossover of Scooby-Doo and Supernatural. Like,
all right, well,
they have to. They finally did it.
I'm putting it out into the universe now. I want Supernatural and Gravity Falls. I want to see the interactions between Dean and Grunkle Stan, and I want to see Mabel falling in love with Sam because that's her type.
Yes, that would be pretty great. And no, I think Mabel would. I think Mabel would go after Sam, but at the same time, I feel like she would go for just both of them, and she would just flip-flop between both of them throughout the whole episode.
Yeah, probably.
And then at the end, she would just be like, you know what, you're both bad for me.
Oh, I mean, that's how all the episodes end. It's
you're both bad for me.
Her self-realization of, oh wait, you guys suck.
You both suck. Like, oh yeah, you're both. She like goes deep on their like emotional and like their emotional and mental trauma.
Yeah,
I love it. That Mabel is just that bitch. I'm sorry, but
100%.
But that's like the perfect season finale was Weirdmageddon and Gravity Falls, and not only the story, the visuals came together so nicely. I cried my eyes out because not only did I just fall in love with the series, the show ended, the characters were so fucking lovable. Like, that show, I was like, fuck, I could have done one more season. Like, that's one show I could have been like,
Gravity
I would have
Falls
been.
could have kept going.
Yeah, it could have, but that's like a good writer and a good director where they're just like, no. I'm sorry. I know the fans want it. I know the community wants it, but I, as the creator, don't see this going any further without it becoming shit. Like, he just knew that. And I think that was really beautiful. So, Gravity Falls is like one of my, next to Steven, Gravity Falls, Steven Universe.
Oh, yeah.
So when it comes to storytelling, phenomenal.
Oh, I mean,
Steven didn't have the best season finale, but it did, something.
Technically, the series finale was the movie.
Sure. Let's agree to disagree. Because Steven Shippuden was basically Steven
Technically
Future.
Different series.
Not really. It's
different name. Different series.
It's literally called Steven Universe Future. That's the only difference.
Steven Universe Future, different show. It got its own little mini-series arc thing, but
it's the same characters, correct?
Sure.
Steven, it's not sure. It's yes. It's the same characters, same settings.
Okay. Let me put it to you this way. By this same logic that you're trying to share with me, Naruto and Boruto are the same show.
Yes. Absolutely. 110%.
They're 110%. Not.
110%.
Listen, I didn't watch either, but they're two different shows.
No, they're not. They're literally the same show, but a different name. So, again, that's why I was like, oh, I thought you were going to say, as an example, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden are the same shows. Yes, they are literally the same show. Naruto is just the earlier seasons where it's basically the development of the characters, and Shippuden is basically like season 2, or some type of variation of the next season of Naruto. So, in my opinion, Steven Universe Future is just another season of Steven. It's just
not. Otherwise, it would be called Steven Universe. Well, and there would just be a time skip. There wouldn't have to be the future subtag.
So that's what I'm saying. So Naruto Shippuden is considered a part of the Naruto series. It is just considered a time skip. It's further in the future, which is what Steven Universe Future is. And I think that Rebecca has a lot of influence from anime that she knows that she I don't think she considers Steven Universe Future its own entity. It's a part of the series, and it's still connected as another season, just named different.
I don't know about that.
All right. That's why I said agree to disagree. I was like, I don't think. Well, what do you think, listener? Do you think that Steven Future is its own new series or its own new spin-off, or do you think it's just a continuation of Steven Universe, but future version? Leave your comments in the comments. With that being said, I love Steven, and I do love Gravity Falls, and I do love Supernatural. Supernatural was a really fun show, and I think that was like the one show I just got. It's funny. I have a Supernatural blanket, like a blanket in my house that has like one side it's baby and the two boys on it, and I think Castiel is on it, and on the other side it's the emblem that they have tattooed on them, all over the blanket. It's really great.
That's right. I'm really glad I'm finally watching this show.
Oh, that's good.
Because it actually is good. But I think I'm more glad that I've waited to watch it.
Like, why do you say that?
Partially, it's a two-part reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
One is because now I don't have to deal with the fandom, like going week by week and spoilers and all this stuff.
That's true.
It's like the entire show is out there. I can knock through it at my leisure, and I don't really care. Also, fandoms are toxic. I'm saying it now. All fandoms. There are toxic parts of all fandoms.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely... I was going to say not all fandoms, but there are toxic parts of fandoms. Very toxic parts.
No, every fandom has a toxic part.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
There's that. The other reason is the way I like to watch content. Like, most shows, I'll say most, when they grow too big is when I lose interest. And that I'll come back to them later on. Or if they have a lot of big interest in the beginning, say, I don't know, Game of Thrones, I just don't get involved with it at all. And then, a few years later, I'll take care of it. Like, I'll get to it eventually. So, like, give me another, 2 years. Yeah, I'll probably watch all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's funny you say that, because I was like, the next one that we should do is Game of Thrones. No.
I have seen one episode.
And it wasn't that with me?
It was with you and Mom. It was a season finale, I think.
It was a season finale.
Yeah, for anybody that watched the show, it was the Shame episode.
Oh, yeah, Shame. Shame.
Yeah, it's the only episode I've ever seen. Other than that, know nothing about the show.
That is so funny.
I know that Jon Snow is about to be in the MCU. I know that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I know nothing about the show.
He knows nothing. You know nothing. It's great. Everybody knows nothing.
Yeah. Well, except for Peter Dinklage. He drinks and knows things.
Hey, that's not... I'm telling you, I think
I know my memes.
You know your memes. I know my memes.
But yeah, no, I like to watch TV, shows at my pace. I like to have which is why I think I like movies more than TV shows. Because it's like a movie is a complete story in, hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is.
Yep.
It's a movie. It's a complete story, start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, with the way newer movies are going and looking at creating sequels and spin-offs and all this other stuff, yes, they leave cliffhangers and these little subtle notes. But for the most part, you can watch a movie and be done with it and have all the information you need. Whereas a TV show, for at least a season, you have to watch every week, every other week, whenever the show releases, to get somewhat of a full story.
So when it comes to movies and shows, I'd rather, like I was saying, I'd rather you be ready, dedicated, and passionate at your own pace than fall into the hype. Then just fall into the hype. Because
again, for years you've been trying to get me to watch Supernatural, which I'm already into the ghosts and goblins and black magic and witchcraft stuff. Like, I'm into that. That's why I joined this other show that I'm doing, and I knew I would like the show, but I don't like the hype of other people, and it's, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It's like, I don't gotta do nothing. I'm my own person. I'll figure it out on my own.
And it falls into that toxic mentality of fandom.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's the same thing with Game of Thrones. Like, I'm a huge D&D person. Like, I love dragons and fantasy and all these other things. Like, yes, it is right up my alley, but I'm not doing it because you want me to. I want to do it because I want to. So, like, yes, a couple years from now, yeah, I'll probably watch Game of Thrones. And if we're still doing this podcast, we'll do an episode about it. But until that point, I'm not about it.
And with the new show coming out, you'll definitely not be about it either.
Oh, yeah, no. But yes, I am. But so, anyway, for this episode, it was mostly about Supernatural, but I didn't do the thing I was supposed to do because I actually wound up liking the show.
Yeah.
Give me another month or so. We can come back and do like a series retrospective kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where we can talk about, season 15 and how it's fan serviced and all the little bits and bobs in between. On the other hand, you have to watch the rest of Digimon.
Oh, yeah.
Because the series is over and they've started a new one.
I remember I was watching a few of them when I was at work, and
sick.
I was watching it with a coworker, so I gotta finish up on that too. Got a lot of stuff to finish up on.
Yeah, so, but next week, we'll be back with something else dumb. Who knows what it'll be.
But it will be dumb, we could guarantee that.
I mean, it's us.
It will be dumb. But catch you on the flip side. Follow us on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Freckles
Follow us on all the platforms except for Twitter.
Yes.
We don't have that one.
Nope.
We got all the other ones.
Nope, we don't. We only have Instagram and TikTok. And YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. But thank you for coming by, and eat your vegetables.